Welcome. I am so excited for you to get started on your health and fitness journey. And I wanted to make this video to walk you through how to get oriented with Beachbody on Demand and some of the really super helpful tools that you have access to with Beachbody on Demand. So what this video is just to walk you through how to get logged in, where to find things, where to find the program materials, how to sort and filter, because there's a lot of workouts in there. And so what I really just wanted to do was give you a good overview of how to get logged in. And then I'm going to actually play a short video about the containers, the container system that each of the nutrition programs is based off of, just so you have that under your belt going into this new area of your life. And going forward with the Beachbody programs, you'll know what they're talking about when they talk about colors and containers. So we're going to go to www.beachbody on demand. And this is what it looks like when you first get to the web page. So you're going to go up here to the right, you're going to go log in. And again, this is exactly what yours is going to look like. So this is the welcome page. Immediately, the first thing you see are all the workout programs. So here, 80-day obsession, yoga. You have all these different trainers. There's a ton of yoga. There's Pilates and yoga. There's kickboxing. There's athletic conditioning. There's cardio, dance, weightlifting. There's family programs. It's truly awesome. So when you are looking for a program, I am always here to help you choose a program that helps suit you. So if you ever have any questions, please let me know. If you would like to look around and see what recommendations are made for you, you can sort through programs. And so all of these bars here, you can go through, you can say, okay, I've done some exercise. I consider myself beginner intermediate. So you go and check that box. And then you also say, okay, I'd also like something that is 30 minutes or less. And here you go. Here are all of your options that are 30-minute or less workouts that you can do at a beginner to intermediate level. And so let's go ahead and click on 21-day fix. So what you have here, when you click on a program, you first come to all of the workouts. These are all the workout lists. You've got 7 of them here, and then this one has a bonus, the 10-minute abs bonus. There's also a couple of remixed, added on features, upgrades, which there is no upgrade because you have everything that you need. There's so 2 additional workouts. Also, all of the 21-day fix have music, so you have the option to play them without music if you want to choose your own music, which is great. Down here, you get down to the bottom, you see people's results, truly incredible. And then there's some related content, which is, here's a video about somebody and her weight loss. Here's, this is the Fixate program that talks about all of the meal planning, and we'll come to that a little bit later when we watch the containers video. So those are all the workouts. The next actually I take that back, the most important part of any of these are the program materials. So when you first, before you press play on any workout, you are gonna want to go to start here. What this is gonna do, this is basically like a little pamphlet that gets you going on your program. So the first thing you see here is a calendar. So this is a 21-day program. This tells you what workout to do on what day. So day 1, I traditionally start my workouts on a Monday because with most programs that allows me to have a rest day somewhere around the weekend. With 21-day fix, for example, you have yoga fix, which is not a rest day, but it is like an active recovery day. So it's more of just a stretch. If you are really wanting to have dramatic results, you can double up on the last week with this program. It tells you how to do it here. This is the next super, super helpful, essential part of every single program and again, every single program does this differently. So it's really important to go to the program materials no matter what program you're doing. This tells you what your calorie target is. So this is how you calculate. So you're going to put your weight times 11, and that is the number of calories you burn just existing in a day. Caloric baseline is what you get from here plus 400, and so that's the calories that you are going to burn for this particular program. So with every program, this might be a little bit different. Now, this is really important because depending on what program you're doing and where you are on your journey, you may want to stay here at this maintenance calories. And that is going to allow your body to burn fuel differently depending on what your weight loss goals are. So for example, I'm going to give you myself as an example. When you're calculating for losing weight, that means you have 10 or more pounds to lose. If you have less than 10 pounds to lose, you're going to want to stick with this maintenance calories because your body will go into starvation mode if you are working it at a level that is really dramatically exceeds the amount of calories that your body needs. So for example, myself, I'm doing a program where, or as you were watching this, I'll probably already have completed it. I was on the weight loss meal plan for the first 4 weeks of the program, and I saw almost no results, and it was super discouraging. I bumped up to the maintenance, and within a week, I saw incredible changes in my body because I wasn't trying to lose weight, but my body did not have the fuel it needed to convert the fat that I had outside of my muscles to muscle growth, and basically like my whole core like shredded out in the course of maybe 10 days. So it's super important to be in the correct calorie range for the results that you want to get and for your current body situation. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But then after that, after you calculate your maintenance calories, if you're going for weight loss, you're going to subtract for this program 750 calories, and that's going to give you your calorie target. So then you come down here. So say you calculated 1,537 calories. So you'd be down here, well, either one, whatever your number, or whether it's maintenance or calorie target. Say your calculation is 1,537 calories. You're going to be here in Plan B, which is 1,500 to 1,799 calories. This column is for B containers. These are the color-coded containers that come with each program. So you've got veggies, fruits, proteins, carbs, healthy fats, seeds and dressings, and oils and nut butters. So for Plan B, you get 4 veggies, 3 fruits, 4 proteins, 3 carbs, 1 healthy fat, 1 dressing, and 4 teaspoons, depending on what your calorie plan is. Then we're going to go through the video that I'm going to show you is just kind of a crash course on the containers. And then here, like these have great information. Like here's, a typical a meal plan. So you could, follow this if you wanted to. These include Shakeology. Just FYI, Shakeology is 1 red container. Then this is also incredibly important before you start any program. There's a 21-day fix app for your phone, which actually has this whole image right here, and you can input these before and after inches, but it's so, so, so helpful to measure yourself and weigh yourself and take photos before you begin a program, because sometimes the scale does not move at all. In fact, the scale often for me doesn't move at all, but I see really huge changes in the way that I look and also in the way that my body is shaped. So, the program that I was just talking about where I changed my nutrition plan, I have gained weight, but my body has completely changed. So that's why that you can't just go by the scale. That's why it's so important to record these and then take the photos, because sometimes, honestly, sometimes you don't even see changes in your inches or your weight, but your body just rearranges everything you have and you look completely different. So this tells you what you need, and that's that. So I could, let's see. Okay. So then the next thing is this particular program has tally sheets that you can go in for your containers. You can either enter it into the PDF or you can print it out. This is your workout calendar. This is extremely important. This is also the same one that you would see in that quick start guide. So you can print this out. You can cross days off. You can put sticky notes on them and tear them off, whatever works for you. This here is also super important. This is your food list. So with each of these containers, you're going to see that there are containers that, or excuse me, there are foods that go with each container that are approved food. So for example, the questions always come up with yellow. So yellow is your carb container. So this does not mean Wonder Bread, and it does not mean, you know, flour tortillas 3 meals a day. This is carbs that are much, much lower on the glycemic index. So things like sweet potatoes, plantains, quinoa. And again, you'll get a crash course in this in the video, so don't get too crazy and feel like this is really overwhelming, because the video is going to explain it really well. Over here you see free foods. So this is all your seasoning. So hot sauce, garlic, spices, herbs, mustard, all, you know, flavor extracts. These are great in Shakeology. Lemon juice, lime juice. So again, this is the approved list of things. And something else about when we go into the program to show you the video, that is basically a cooking show for you guys to be able to cook meals that are approved for the programs and not feel like all you get to eat is plain broccoli and steamed chicken, because that's not what living is about. Like, you want to be able to eat well and you want to be satisfied, because otherwise it's going to derail you if you feel like you're being starved. So moving on. There's a toolkit, there's an eating plan. This is all, you know, recipes, all kinds of good stuff. There's also a vegan eating plan. If you, these have some great recipes. So like, I'm lactose intolerant, so I check in here to see like what the options are for, you know, maybe not using dairy. Some days I don't want meat, so I'm gonna go and look in here and see what vegan options there are. Quick Fix. This is another great tool. Most of the programs have something like this. It's like kind of get you started really quick. And you'll be able to see what the options are just to jumpstart your program. Frequently asked questions, playlists, and then, you know, Spanish options for all of these things. So that's kind of an overview of how each of the programs looks. So now we're going to go back, and I'm going to go to Fixate, which is the cooking show that goes with this, which I'm like obsessed with. Oops, I have everything still checked. That's right. When you want to see everything, you got to clear everything out. Don't forget to do that. There you go. Okay, so you're going to scroll down here, and you're going to find Fixate. Again, this is Autumn. She does 21-Day Fix. She also developed this program container system, and she does the program with her brother Bobby, who's a chef. So that's fantastic. So what I want to do now is I'm going to play this for you. It's the Containers 101. Oh, something I also forgot, but I'll show you here. Each of the programs, each of the workouts, if you click this little down arrow for details, it'll tell you what equipment you need for any of the given workouts. So that's extremely helpful too. Like, it'll tell you overall what equipment you need, but if on a certain day you need to know what you need, that's what it'll tell you before you get started in the workout. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to play this Containers for you, and then that'll be the end of the movie. So here, it tells you it's 8 minutes. So here we go.
Hey, I'm Autumn Calabrese.
And I'm her brother, Bobby Calabrese.
And this is Fixate. Perfect portions, delicious food, healthy weight loss. Hey guys, welcome to Fixate Foundational. Today we are talking Containers 101. You got Portion Fix or 21-Day Fix, and you got your pretty little color-coded containers, and now you're like, what do I do with these things? Where did they come from? let's start with where they came from. So as a personal trainer, I had a lot of clients that I'd kick their butts in the gym and we would talk about nutrition. And for some reason, they just weren't seeing the results that I wanted them to see. I took one of them out to lunch one day. We both ordered salads. They were very large salads. My client finished all of hers when I ate a half of mine. And I looked at her and I said, that's our problem right there. And she said, what? And I said, you just overate. And she said, yeah, but it's just a salad. And I was like, it's not just a salad. So let me show you actually what I was talking about. This is the actual salad that we had that day. I'm telling you, it is packed into this container. You have multiple greens in there for your lettuce and your tomatoes. There's probably at least 3 blue containers in there of your cheese and your avocado. God only knows how many yellows are in here because there's pasta and croutons and bread. There's chicken, which is your red. There's all of this salad dressing, which is your orange. So you've probably got all of your containers for a day in one salad. If you eat all of this at lunch, you've definitely overeaten for the day. So let's just put this off to the side for a split second. Now that you know the salad story and how the containers came to be, let's talk about how you're really going to use these in your everyday life. You either got Portion Fix or 21-Day Fix, one way or the other. You got a book and some containers that came with it. Now, let me just say this really quick. For anybody who is using Beachbody on demand, our guidebooks are on there as well, so you can always print these guidebooks out and reference them. In fact, you need to reference them. So, we have our containers. We have our guidebook. The very first thing I want you to do is go to your calculation page. This is super easy. This is not a big math project. You're going to do this 10-second calculation. It's going to tell you what calorie range you fall into. This is important because the calorie ranges are going to tell you how many times a day you get to fill your containers. I fall into plan B. So I'm going to have 4 greens a day, 3 purples, 4 reds, 3 yellows, 1 blue, and 1 orange. So what do all these containers represent? Let's talk about it. Your purple is your fruit. Your green is your vegetables. Red is protein. Yellow is carbohydrates. Blue is healthy fats. And your orange is seeds and salad dressings. And then you also get teaspoons for things like nut butters and oils. The 21-Day Fix doesn't come with a teaspoon, so just use one that you have at home, okay? You can mix and match these any way you see fit. That's the beauty of it. I am not telling you what you have to eat. You can pick whatever you want. For breakfast, you can be like, I want eggs with some spinach and some oatmeal. That's a red, a green, and a yellow, okay? And then what do you do after you do your red, your green, and your yellow? You need to go to your tally sheet, and you need to mark off a red, a green, and a yellow so you know how many you have left for the day. So the other thing you should know about the food list is they go in a hierarchy. What does that mean? That means the foods listed at the top of those lists are the best of the best that you could be eating from that list. And as you work your way down, you're getting the foods that you can absolutely still have, but maybe you don't have them every day. So let me give you an example. If we go to our yellow list, sweet potatoes, top of the list, amazing vitamins, minerals, fantastic for you. What's at the bottom of the list? Corn tortillas. You can still have them, don't have them every single day. Speaking of corn tortillas, you're like, how do I jam a corn tortilla into that yellow container? You don't have to. If it's something that doesn't fit nicely into the container, we tell you what it equals. So 2 small 6-inch corn tortillas is equal to 1 yellow. So again, if it doesn't fit in the containers, you still have the knowledge of what it equates to. The other awesome thing about the meal plan is that we have free foods. Things like lemons and limes, ginger and garlic, seasonings and mustard and vinegar, herbs. Those are all free foods and they make your food taste wonderful. Look at the list, use it, reference it. Nobody wants to eat bland food all the time. So flavor it up with those free foods. They make it delicious. The other thing we have is the water bar listed in the book. What that is just different ideas of how you can spice up your water a little bit. So you can add fruit to your water, or you can add vegetables like cucumber. It gives it just that nice spa flavor for people who don't like drinking water. Yes, there are some of you guys out there. It's a little bit easier way to get your water in. Now that you know the nitty-gritty of how to use the containers, let's just go back. Let me just show you what a normal size salad should look like. I promise it's going to be more than enough. So I've got spinach here. I'm actually going to use 1.5 green containers. So I've got spinach and broccoli, because there is broccoli in there as well. Chicken. Okay. Pasta, which is in there as well. Okay. Avocado. I love avocado, so I'm going to put 1 full blue of avocado in there. And last but not least, our salad dressing. I'm just going to give this a nice little drizzle. This is what your salad should look like. Now, let me just show you something. I know you don't think this is going to fill this up, but it is. I'm going to do this rather quick and sloppy, but this is what the restaurant calls 1 serving. Why does 1 serving fit in a bowl that you would put out family style? This family size serving, or this single size serving. That was the basis for me creating the portion controlled color coded containers, so that you really can see the difference and not overeat, because you absolutely can overeat on healthy food as well. So again, let's just go back. The first thing we're going to do our quick little calculation. Then we're going to take that calorie bracket. We're going to look and see how many times a day we get to use these containers. Once we know that, we're going to start putting our delicious meals together. We're going to use our free foods to flavor them up. We're going to make sure we get our water in by using that water bar if you need it, and adding either fruit or veggies or whatever you'd like into your water. And then you're going to tally it. Now, the other cool thing you can do if you're not wanting to use the tally sheets in the book, you're going to download the 21-Day Fix tracker app. You can mark off really quickly what you've had. So if you have eggs, 1 protein with spinach, 1 vegetable, and some oatmeal, and it tells you how many you have left to go in the day. So either way, you've got a lot of great ways to track it if you're eating out or if you're eating at home. Now that we've covered Containers 101, be sure to check out the foundational videos on meal prepping so you can get some more ideas on how to incorporate them into your daily life here on Beachbody On Demand.
So you guys, there you are. Here we go. Here's another recipe. Sorry. So that's the breakdown of how to get started with Beachbody On Demand. Again, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. You can reach out to me, email, text message, Facebook Messenger. So whatever works for you. So I'm always here. I'm always available. And I can help you figure out containers or make recipe suggestions, help you figure out a workout, whatever you need. Know that I am here for you. And I hope you have a fantastic day.